What's going on, guys? So, one of my personal favorite clones that I wear, I'm not going to sit here and say religiously, but I do go back to pretty often. It's one of the handful or so of straight up clone fragrances that I reach for, that I thoroughly enjoy, that has pretty much stopped me from buying the original, even though I do have an actual official sample decant from Mason Francis Kirkjohn. In my opinion, the hands down best Baccarat Rouge 540 X-Straight clone, Al Haramain, Amber Oud Rouge. I want to break it down, let you guys know what I think about it, what kind of performance I get, and just my overall thoughts and feelings. Let's talk about it. Stay tuned. So real quick, I did get this from Kingdom Fragrances quite a while back. It came in a white tester box, which we'll just briefly look at real quick. As you can see, it's checked off for Amber Oud Rouge. Nothing special. 60 ml eau de parfum. Same thing on the back. Company logo since 1970. A little barcode. Nothing really special. And then looking at the bottle, that brushed kind of gold look. Haramain Amber Oud Rouge stamped on the bottom. The red glass, you can see the juice level starting to drop because I don't need mini sprays, which we'll discuss here in just a little bit. Has that riveted sectioning off on it. Nothing on the bottom. It says Al Haramain stamped into the top of the cap. Cap does click into place. And then the atomizer really puts out. And I'm actually wearing it currently. Let's talk about the scent. So Amber Oud Rouge, pretty much a dead ringer for BR540, the X-Straight, the red glass. Not necessarily the EDP. The EDP is a little bit fresher, not as ambery, sweet, and spicy. Whereas here up top, I'm wearing it. Plus I have it's been on my hand for about 20 or so minutes. Fresh spray on my hand as well. That's in the heart of the fragrance. You get a lot of muskiness. The jasmine hits, but it's not too heavy of a white floral tone, but there's a floral, flowery type of smell. I mean, it's technically marketed for women. Baccarat Rouge 540 X-Straight, if I remember correctly. I don't believe it's marketed as unisex, but it is a very unisex fragrance. I love the scent DNA. I always have. I have several inspired by fragrances that I enjoy, as well as the EDP and the X-Straight decants in a discovery set from Mason Francis Kirkjohn. And up top, like I said, it's this beautiful amber saffron type of smell. Warm amber, a little bit of sweetness, and that spice comes from that saffron note. It's a floral, spicy type of tone. The jasmine supports it without kind of overtaking the fragrance. There's a little bit of a vanillic sweetness to it. This kind of has that, it's kind of going for a crushed rubies smell from what I understand, or a smell of rubies. And I'm not going to sit here and say this wouldn't be what that would smell like, but it definitely has a luxurious type of scent profile. Nothing about it, even for the clone, smells cheap. And that's one of the things that I think attracts me to this one specifically, is it does smell of pretty high quality. Now, I'm not sitting here saying they source the same oils as Mason Francis Kirkjohn. I highly doubt that. But in my experience with Al Haramain, they do use pretty good oils for the most part. I have some of their portfolio series, which same thing, top tier quality. I have the Blue Edition, which is a clone in this line of Bleu de Chanel. That's very, very good. This particular fragrance made me buy that fragrance to explore the line some more because I like this one so much. The scent on this one, it's very seductive and attractive. It lingers. It really captivates. I have gotten my fair share of compliments, but it's not some big, massive compliment magnet for me personally. But it's one that I can't stop smelling. I really love the way this one smells. Like I said, ambery saffron, slight sweetness, not too sweet. This is sweeter than Baccarat Rouge EDP. That's why I equate this more to the X-Straight, which is more dense, much more sweet, more warm, spicy, amber type of smell overall. Doesn't change drastically. Pretty linear scent. just about what you get in the opening. You're going to pretty much get through the heart. And once that opening settles down, pretty much what's left in the scent profile, what you get, that ambery spice and light touch of florals and a little bit of wood, is pretty much the rest of the way. Like I said, very linear, doesn't change a whole lot, but I'll be damned if it doesn't smell extremely intoxicating. And as far as putting a percentage on how accurate it is to the extrait, I would put it in that 90% territory. I don't necessarily think, based on what I've tried anyways, I don't think it gets any better or any closer to the original as far as accuracy and scent profile than Amber Oud Rouge. Now, when it comes to performance, it damn near matches the extrait. So the extrait, the real deal for me, is bonkers. It's crazy, crazy strong on my skin. This comes close. This is every bit of 10 hours on my skin. 8 to 10 hour range every time I wear it, more so leaning towards the higher end, the 9-10 hour range, before it becomes a faint skin scent. So it's bordering in that beast territory. It's in that beast mode territory of longevity. Projection is pretty beastly on this one as well. It's easy to go anosmic to this one, especially if you spray it a little bit heavier. You're going to have a massive scent bubble with this one. Projection in the first 2 to 3 hours is further than I can reach out with my arm. You will punch somebody in the nose from several feet away, especially in the first 2 hours, especially once you get past 5 sprays with this one. 4 to 5 sprays is more than enough to grab somebody. If you're looking to have somebody smell you and want to have a conversation about your fragrance, 4 to 5 sprays of this fragrance is more than enough. If you're the heavy spray type, I mean, do your thing. I mean, I'm not going to spray this 15 to 20 times because it's just too much. I'm going to max out at 7 sprays on this one because it is a beast on my skin. Absolute room filler, I'm sure it crazy heavy sprays it is, but in the 5 to 7 spray range, not quite a room filler, but very strong, very pronounced, very potent. This will, like I said, definitely reach out and grab somebody. I think this is one of those fragrances that honestly less is a little bit more because it's such a dense aroma that it's best to let it grab somebody and pull them in for the conversation. Let it be discovered instead of letting it just knock somebody in the face, because this is one of those fragrances that I find can be irritating when too much. Because this fragrance is, like I said before, extremely powerful. So, well above average. 8 to 10 hours in longevity, 2 to 3 hours of beyond arm's length projection. Strength of sillage, the scent bubble in the trail, is moderate to high. It is a strong and dense trail once the projection starts to calm down. Once it stops really pushing heavily off the skin, what's lingering and surrounding you, it's pretty stout. So performance really shines on this one. And believe it or not, the real deal, the original, in my experience, is even stronger than this. So this 60 ml, I paid $40 for this tester from Kingdom Fragrances. 100 mls, go in that $50 range. Way more affordable than getting a 2.4 ounce 70 ml bottle of Mason Francis Kirkjohn Baccarat Rouge 540 extrait. I'm talking drastic, hundreds of dollars cheaper. But the quality doesn't quite add up exactly the same, but I've had other fragrances that are clones or inspired by or very accurate interpretations of Baccarat Rouge 540, the EDP, and the extrait, and this is hands down the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
As far as all of those are concerned. So much so that it has stopped me from seeking out a 70 ml bottle of the real deal. That's very, very, very rare for that to happen. So I definitely stand by this one. While I usually say definitely go after the original, and I would still like to get the original at some point, this will more than hold you off. It's affordable price per ml for the quality of the scent, the accuracy of the scent to the original that it's copying, and the performance that you get from it. This is a very difficult fragrance to beat. If you like anything about the Baccarat Rouge 540 scent profile, whether it be the EDP or the extrait, this is a must try. If you like, you know that you like that scent profile and you're looking for the ultimate interpretation of it, then it's a blind buy for you. It's a safe blind buy. If you already know you like this scent profile and you're looking for probably the best option out there.
The cream of the crop!
Now, it's hard. I know that's a heavy statement to make considering I haven't smelled every single interpretation out there, but I know I'm not the only one that thinks that of this. It is that good. I have tried well over a handful of X-Straight and EDP clones and inspired by and different designer versions and so on. Niche interpretations that they make it their own. A couple handfuls of those. So I have quite a bit of experience for the most part to kind of have a little bit of weight to the statement, to kind of be able to stand by it. So if you value my opinion and you like Baccarat Rouge 540, this is kind of a must buy, honestly, if you're looking for the best of the best.
Nobody does it better.
Without having to spend all the money on the original. As far as an overall rating for this one, I rate this fragrance an 8 out of 10 easily. And I actually think that's a safe side rating. Because, like I said before, price per ml with the accuracy of the scent profile, the quality of the scent, and the performance that comes with it. Pretty damn hard to beat Haramain Amber Oud Rouge. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Amber Oud Rouge. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have this, have tried it? What do you think? Do you completely agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Just because I think this is the cream of the crop doesn't necessarily mean everyone else will, but I know there's a lot of like-minded individuals that have this fragrance or have tried it or had it before that feel pretty similar to everything I just stated. Share a similar opinion. So like I said, if you like Baccarat Rouge 540 and you don't want to spend the money on getting the real deal, you guys that watch me on a regular basis, you know it's very rare that I say get the clone over the original. Super rare. This is one of those instances where you can save some money, and I actually think it's worth going that route. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on Amber Oud Rouge and you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.